What's up, Mystic Nation 87, Mystic Fire, to bring you guys and gals episode 17 and 18 of Black Clover. I understand that I am super late when it comes to the review for episode 17, and for episode 18, I guess you can say I'm about to be super late as well. But hey, I'm bringing it back to you. I'm bringing it to you guys right now. So I hope you guys didn't, miss the review, because hey, it's now on. Before I begin though, thank you so much for your support on my last video. Like I said on the last video, which was 7 Cents episode 5 review, I will try to be more on time when it comes to reviews. Even if I don't really have that much time to do reviews, I will do one at least, just one, and then the next day do another one, and so on. So I don't really be like a week late or something, I at least 3 days late. That's it. But anyways, episode 17, it was basically the Destroyer, which is we learned that that's the name of the Diamond Mage, which is Mars. His name is Mars, or the Destroyer, basically. Mars the Destroyer, basically. And the way the episode started was the same way it ended the week before that, which was with Asta hitting the smoke guy in the arm and breaking some of his ribs. I forgot his name already. But what's his name? I know who's the Abyss. That was like his nickname or something, the Abyss, because of his magic. But anyways, I digress. So, Asta broke some of his ribs as well as his arm. He went away, basically. Like, he escaped. He was really like, oh, I can't find no more. If I'm gonna die, or, he just ran away. He did a car and ran away. Took all his lackeys with him. Then, Asta, Noel, and Log tried to follow him, but it did not work. He was too fast because of the smoke. After that, Log senses the Yuno, or basically senses Mars, and then they go. Then they skip to Juno versus Mars, and Juno was really, he was really at a disadvantage by the simple fact that his magic didn't really do anything to his magic, since his magic was diamond. It's like really hard to shatter diamond or break diamond, because diamond is the hardest mineral out there in the real world. I guess in the manga too. It's one of those things. And so Juno was fighting him. Juno did some good, some good things here and there, but his magic was really being ineffective against him, because because Mars had a protection, he had a protective gear made out of diamonds, so it was really useless for Juno to try and hit him. And the giant sword that he has was basically unbeatable, because Juno tried to break the sword with his wind magic, wind blades and all that. It did not work. Juno even coughed out blood because he got hit by it. At one point, Juno was thinking about Asta to give him motivation about it. At that point was when Mars was asking him to go away, to get out of his way and all that. He said no. So I guess in that sense, Juno thinks of Asta as his equal, which is true. He really thinks of him as his equal, even though they're not from different backgrounds, they're from the same background. But when it comes to powers, Juno is way above him. But they're equals in the sense of how they think of each other. So yeah, he says no. Then Juno was gonna get killed by Mars' sword, and Asta comes in running in and cuts the sword in half. And then Klaus was like, "Oh my God, he's just a peasant. Why? How can he do this? We're the Golden Dawn. We've had him for hours, and nothing has happened. How can he come and break the sword? Oh my God!" I'm just like, Klaus, come on, bro. Look at Juno. Juno's protecting your ass. You call yourself a noble, and you are being protected by a peasant? No, I didn't really say that, but that was that was going through my mind. Plus, I already knew this was gonna happen, because I read the manga and I review it too. If you like the reviews, if you like the reviews that I do for Black Clover, then subscribe to the channel for manga reviews. If you don't want to be spoiled, then hey, just watch the anime reviews. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and hit the notification bell, hit the bell so you can be notified whenever I upload videos. But anyways, let's go into the review. Asta comes in, he breaks everything. But before they start fighting us, there's like, Yuno, who gave you permission to get your ass beat? And I'm like, my bad, people, my bad, guys. So and Yuno was like, I was about to defeat him, and Asta doesn't really believe him because Asta knows Yuno really well. So it's one of those things where like that's their brotherly bond right there, or like the friendship bond coming into play. And then Asta's like, okay, let's see who can defeat him first. And then it was just all about Asta. Asta versus Mars was a good fight, because Asta was unbeatable. Asta defeated him like it was nothing. Asta smacked him around. Mars did not understood how Asta's magic worked. I mean, they didn't even know he had any magic. So one thing, Mars made a lot of clones, and all those clones decided to fight. Klaus, because of his pride, he attacked Mars with lance. But Mars made a mineral clone and broke the lance, basically. After that, Locke fought all the minerals. He was like, oh, I wanted to fight him, and Klaus was just there. He was whining all the time until Noel protects him with the water attack, saying all you've been doing is whining, negating magic. That's Asta's power. And Klaus is like thinking to himself, oh, so how can a peasant have a power unfitting of him? And Noel says, well, just keep watching him and tell me if he was just luck. And here I am thinking to myself, you're talking about luck, and yet you're a noble. Nobles are the one lucky because they're born into power. They have magic power. See, I'm like, okay, sure, be a hypocrite. And the more he fight, Asta throws Mars into like the water, into like the lake or something there, or the fountain. And when he comes out with a diamond everywhere. Asta cuts the diamonds, but it's still not enough because those diamonds encases him in something and damages him. Like really hurts him. And Asta's on the ground, and Mars asks him, "What are you?" I'm a human that was born with no magic. That's what Asta says. And Klaus is like, so he was really lucky until he sees Asta ripped. How much he works and everything. Asta was ripped. And he's like, how much did he work? And I'm like, oh, he works in his sleep, my friend. I don't know what you're talking about. And then Mars says, you're a pebble. And then Asta says, I'm a pebble, but I'm a pebble that cuts diamond or the shatters diamond. That was one of the best lines that Asta could have said so far. Like, that made him really cool, and I really liked it. And yeah, that's how the episode ended. But thinking again of Asta, how he didn't give up when they were training, because Yuno and Asta were training. Yuno was hitting him with magic, and Asta couldn't do anything because it was wind magic. But in the end, Asta pushed through. He persevered, and he hit Yuno in the head, like tapped him in the head, and he said, "See, if you don't give up, you can accomplish anything. Or if you keep trying, you will eventually get there." That's basically what he said. So, and then Asta just raises his hand up, screaming in victory. His victory roar, and yeah, that's how it ended. The episode ended right there. Then episode 18, basically, it goes into Memories of You. Memories of You was basic. I thought it was gonna be the Mars backstory, because episode 17, Klaus gives us a bit of information about Mars and as to who he is. They say that the Diamond Kingdom been doing experiments, taking kids that are really gifted in magic and putting them together and putting some like magic stones on their heads or in their bodies, and they're making them fight to the death. So when Mars, and then is Mars the winner of this? So in a way, that's where his personality comes from. In episode 18, though, we see a bit more of that. And there's the girl that says that tells Mars die, and then there's another image that shows Mars killing him with some fire. Not with fire, with his diamond. The girl used fire magic. It was the same girl that asked in episode 17 what do you want to be? And he says, I'm gonna destroy everything. And Asta says that Wizard King protects everything. So that was cool. Episode 17 though, they opened the treasure chamber. They see all the gold there. There was a scroll, like there was a small, like this small green thing that led Yuno to a scroll, and that scroll, the scroll has some like letters that he couldn't understand, and then his grimoire started to shine. So I think Yuno just got a new spell or something, and I'm not sure what it was. And then all of them were messing around with. They were all messing around with the treasure chamber, and Klaus is like, "Don't mess around with none of this." It's stuff like some of this stuff could be like national treasures and stuff like that. And that's just like, stop being so. That's just like a little bit with her. Stop being so like so serious. So what else is there? Oh, Nero led Asta to like a wall or something. Like it was locked by something, and he wanted Asta to go get it, because Asta asked him what is it, and then we start breaking him, and then Mars comes back. Mars comes back with healing magic. Well, healing magic of fire, healing magic, and he's diamond magic. Klaus let us know really how magic is specified. It's specified from the four main elements, which is water, fire, earth, and wind. And from that comes like more created like subsidiaries, basically. Like let's say steel comes from earth. Steel comes from earth. Smoke comes from fire. And so on. So. And he says that you can only have one type, but yet Mars has two types, so he's breaking the laws of that. Well, his grimoire was also like a rare, because it was like stitched together. It was his magic and then some like it was diamond, and it was crystal clear as diamond, and then he had red like fire. So it was stitched together. That was the thing. After that, when Mars comes back in, Noelle gets hit, because Noelle says, "I'm gonna put this fire out." Noelle gets hit right here on the chest, and she is bleeding. She got like really injured. Mimosa is healing her. She says that this is not enough, so she does healing robe magic, like playing robe magic, and then she starts thinking about it. How Noelle was really helpful to her. When because she was clumsy when she was a little girl, so we see a bit of their story right there, like a bit of their past. And Noelle was training, to control her magic, and Mimosa was really gifted in healing magic. So she's basically support, sort of say, and Noelle is sort of like the attack, but not really, because she can't control her magic for now. That unless she's that protective spell, basically. So, they think of that, and then the nobles is like, Mimosa, we're the true royals, because, they're cousins. So Mimosa's from the Vermilion royal family, and Noelle is from the Silver royal family. So, yeah. Mimosa's parents, I believe, or her retainers, were throwing shade on Noelle because she couldn't control her magic. And yet, every time Mimosa went, she was training. Mimosa said something really got my attention. Royals don't work. They don't believe in work. That's something that people with less magic do. Noelle was doing that. So in a way, that's why Noelle's siblings were doing it like that, because she couldn't control her magic. Basically, she had to work for something. Well, they don't really have to work for nothing. Yeah, that's it. After that, Asta gets mad when he sees Noelle being injured. He comes to it. Mars says that I have already seen how your magic works. So he attacks fast with blades. With blades that are faster than him. Asta can do nothing. Asta gets punched through the wall. His sword gets right on the ground. He can't do anything. He gets a bit of Asta gets unconscious for a bit. Then Mars goes to Noelle Mimosa to attack. Then Nero comes back. At that moment, though, Yuno, Klaus, and Locke, they're all stalking Mars's like binding a diamond. I guess not sure if that's not attack magic or he just like wanted to stop them from moving, which I guess is binding basically. You know, after that, Mars goes to Mimosa Noel, you know, because he wants to finish Noel because she's weak. He says the strong will survive, the weak will perish. Basically, then Neto comes to Asta wakes up and says, "I can't do nothing with my big heavy sword. His attacks are too fast." And then Neto comes and shows him a new sword right there, that is right there too. It's a smaller sword than the one he uses it. At first, I thought, "Oh, this is just another sword. It's nothing special." But then Noel wakes up and says, "Asta, you're the first person that I have royal acknowledged. So hurry up and defeat him." And at the moment, Noel's magic gets to the sword, and the sword starts glowing like with water attack, and he throws it. You know, Marcy's like, "Oh, this is nothing. I'm gonna block it." And no, he cannot block it because he still has the properties of negating magic yet with water. So I'm like, damn, this sword is gonna be OP. You know, this sword is gonna be good. And so that happens. That's how the episode ends. The episode ends like that. But Asta gets injured. Like Asta gets a big blade right in his stomach, saying, "I messed up." He comes out blood and everything. He gets to the floor and everything. So I don't know what's gonna happen next time because the preview looks a bit interesting. Yuno's gonna go ham, I believe. I'm not sure, but yeah. Thank you so much for checking my content. This is a longer review than I actually do, but hey, it's 2 episodes, and I really do like Black Clover. So you know, I like to talk in a bit more depth, just like I do with every other review that I do. But this one was 2 episodes, you know, instead of 1. So and a lot happened. So thank you so much for checking my content once again. I'll see you guys later. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Hit that bell though, hit the bell so you can get notified whenever I upload videos. And yeah, thank you so much once again for checking out my content. Thank you for your support, and I'll see you guys later for more.